Hello everybody and welcome to Ridgeway, Virginia for Season 2, race number 23 of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. We are at Martinsville Speedway, the famous paperclip for the second race here today. We had an amazing race earlier. We saw, Michael Guthrie really dominated that truck race. That was at 12 o'clock today, but now it's 1 o'clock. The skies have cleared up. It's less cloudy out. We are getting ready to race for the Xfinity 500, 125 laps around this 0.5 mile track. We had Christopher Marnell up in the booth here for the truck race. Now we got nobody up here in the booth today, unfortunately, for the cup race, but regardless, sure to be a fun one. Alexander Rowe in the current points lead. Ian McDaniel second, Christopher Marnell third, Francis fourth, Richard Ridge fifth. Look at that cut line. That's Guthrie. He is in the danger zone. He is the line to watch out for. You want to be 100 points behind the 37 car after today's race. Sure to be a fun one here at Martinsville, the second to last short track race of the season. Caution filled was the race for the truck series. Now it's going to be very interesting to see what that is here today. We're sure to have a very exciting race and lots of drama heading into today's third to last race number 23 of the season. We're going to take a look at our starting lineup. Row number 1 sees Colin Scarborough and Harry Williams. Familiar faces up front. Row 2, Rowe to the rear and Umar Al-Keen. Row 3 sees Sam Francis and Abby Lane. Row number 4 sees Joshua Harrison and Jerry Chen. Row 5 has Hayden Phillips and the 17 of Logan Williams. Row 6 sees Michael Guthrie, the Truck Series race winner, and David Kreutz. Row 7 sees Christopher Marnell and the 54 of Aris Yuko. Row 8 sees Garrett Lamar and Spitzer Davis, who goes to the rear. Row number 9 sees Mitchell Collins and Nathan Stapleton. Row 10, both drivers going to the rear, Josh Moore and Sean McKean. Row number 11 sees James Sharp and Arwen Basic. Row 12 has Tom Gill and Rory Sharp. Row 13 sees none other than Axel Rocha and Aaron Hunter in the 34. Row 14, Boston Jones and the 12 of Nelson Reeves. He also raced in the Truck Series race. Row 15, Rue Sharp and Ian McDaniel. Row number 16 sees Henry Guo and Richard Fridge. Guo competed in the truck race. Heath Hughes and Timothy Sharp were in row number 17. Row 18 sees Christian Vargas and Nick Roten. As cars roll off, row number 19 has Barney Thresher and Jonah Burridge. And rounding out the field from qualifying results, Greg Rowland and Jacob Dabo. Sure to be a very interesting race here today. Watch out for the corners. Drivers are going to turn off of that. It's very warm here at Martinsville. It's about a solid 70 degrees, so very interesting to take note of here. We might see some pit stops, 2 or 3 for today, and of course cautions will be coming. Out of the corner, here comes Scarborough, Harry Williams. Green flags out. We're underway here at Martinsville. Harry Williams has fallen out of the second place spot, falling back on that high lane. Umar Al-Keen has taken the second place position there, as here he is sliding into fourth place in front of Sam Francis, battling there for the fourth place position. Abby Lane making her way into the third place spot. Here looking on back, so we have Michael Guthrie already making his way up to ninth place here on the track, as we're now on to lap 3 of 125 here at Martinsville. We got a new ticker for you guys as Jerry Chen slides up the track. Christopher Marnell is going to take that position. That's for 9th. As you can see, 20 of the cars here. Surely a very fun thing for you guys being able to see. as we go down the front straightaway. Caution comes out. We have a spinner in the backstretch. Oh, hard into the wall goes Eris Yuko, and that brings out the first yellow of the day here at Martinsville Speedway on lap 5 of 125. We're going to take a look and see what happened. A very interesting incident here. Oh, the corner bounces off the wall, and Lamar is right there and just sends him around, really. Very interesting act of aggression there by Garrett Lamar, I believe. It was a little bit of both. We're going to go on board. You can see the 54 taps the wall, the 30 not willing to budge, and just sends him around into the wall. The 54 comes down to pit road to get service. Other than that, nobody coming down pit road here this time by. It'll be a lap 9 restart, lap 9 of 125. It'll be very interesting to see how this restart plays out. Single file restarts here at short tracks. Colin Scarborough, Umar Alpine, Abbey Lane, Harry Williams, and Sam Francis make up your top 5. So we're going to go back underway. Green flag is back out. Roaring through the gears goes the 2. Down into turn number 1 goes the field as Umar Alpine peeks to the inside. Could have a look on the outside. Down the back straightaway, here comes the 86. Going to the inside of Colin Scarborough. Caution comes out, though. Big crash on the front straightaway. Already a big pileup. We've got multiple drivers involved. The 72 of Christian Vargas has a big dent on his nose, the 93. And the caution comes out as just, hard into it goes the 6 of Abbey Lane, who is in 4th place as the 93 was stopped on the track. We're going to take a look at the replay here. Up into the wall goes the 2 and spins around the 98, and they just pile in there together. 37 gets involved, other drivers, and the 72 just doesn't brake and runs right into the back of the 0 of Nick Roten. Must be a brake failure of some flavor. Gonna go on board with 37. You see everyone piling into there. Narrowly avoids everything. Looks like the 27 got some damage and had a... So the 6 bounced off the wall there and just didn't go down. Didn't even brake for the 93 who was sitting in the middle of the track. Not good. Drivers coming down pit road to get service, mostly the ones that were involved in the accident. The 24, the 28, the 37, 59, 27, 12, 72, 93, and 6 were all involved in that incident. Sean McKean, Christian Vargas, Greg Rowland, and Abbey Lane all officially out of the race after that accident. A few drivers going laps down to get service. And very interesting to make note, Christopher Murnell in the 23. We haven't seen him that much today. Well, he has gone to the garage due to a transmission failure. He was stuck in 2nd gear, couldn't get it out. They brought it to the garage. 2, 86, 87, 18, 33. That's your top 5s. We go back underway. Green flags out in the air on lap 15 of 125 here at the famous paperclip. The 86 of Umar Alpine tries to make the best of it. Coming out of the corner here. 3 wide there in the back. They get it sorted out. Umar not able to replicate the success that he had on the last restart. Very unfortunate that he does not have the same success as he did last time, because that was shaping up to be a very interesting battle. Off the wall goes the 69 of Hayden Phillips. That was for 6th. He's going to fall back some positions. The 33 of Michael Guthrie. 51 of Jerry Chen. Very interesting pit strategy here. As well as the 85 and the 17. They're going to come down pit road. Now, very interesting, as that's going to lose you some time. At least 2 laps down if you come down pit road under green flag cycles. I don't know what the minds were thinking there, but going to be very interesting to see how those guys play out. Lap 18 of 125. The 2 of Colin Scarborough is doing his thing. Very interesting. He's led a lot of laps here at short tracks this season. He led laps at IRP. He led laps at Memphis. He led laps most notably at South Boston. Has not gotten a win, though, this season for a driver that is has to stay alive in the point standing because he is near the cut line. It's going to be very interesting to see it. On board with 12th place, Henry Guo. He's been doing pretty solid. He started on row 17, as you see the 30 of Garrett Lamar bouncing off the wall. Started on row 17, already making his way up to 12th place. This is going to be quite the show to see how Henry Guo moves his way up through the field. On lap 21 already, up to 12th. This is a very good showing from the driver of the one car. Eliminated from championship contention, however, he is still out there to get some wins, get some point standings, and move his one car up through in the owner's points. 52 is in 23rd after having to come down to pit after servicing some damage. Not happy with the race car, especially because he was up front. He is not happy that he had to come down pit road because of the misfortunes of the 6. The 6 bounced into the 93 and then bounced the 93 into the 52. So that's not what he was expecting or wanting to happen. But just riding around in 23rd is the 52. Here's the 37 of Alexander Rowe, 2 laps down in 28th after having to service his damage. The minor damage that he got, but still goes 2 laps down. He's got the pack right behind him. He just says he's doing his job. He's got a fast car. Was hoping to make his way up through the field, but he's just trying to log laps and gain points on Christopher Burnell and hopefully on Ian McDaniel. As caution comes out, we have a spin on the front straightaway. It's the 59 of Barney Thresher who goes around, and that brings up the yellow here on lap 26 of 125. We're going to take a look at the replay here. Bounces off the wall in the 18 of Joshua Harrison's right there. Holds onto the brakes, which is good. He doesn't bounce off the wall, but that still brings out the yellow as he was stopped on the track. Nobody came down pit road that time, not even the 59, so he's on scuffed tires. But we're going to go back, restart racing. Lap 32 of 125. We're nearing the start of pit cycles. People are going to be wanting to take some tires and maybe some fuel soon. We could see that around lap 40 if we go green flag racing. Scarborough, Alkeem, Harry Williams, Joshua Harrison, and Nelson Reeves make up your top 5. Or not Nelson Reeves, it's the 69 of Hayden Phillips, excuse me. Green flag is back out. Regardless, we're underway. Scarborough doesn't like the fact that I stuttered at my words, and he just goes without letting me finish my sentence. Underneath the 37 goes Scarborough. He makes quick work of the 37, who politely gets out of the way. You're on lap 33 of 125. Alkeem doing pretty solid in his short, limited debuts here. He had a pretty good run in the Truck Series race earlier today. Now, a little bit different conditions as it's warmed up and gotten less cloudy. But regardless, the 86 doing good out front. The 18 of Joshua Harrison trying to gain some points. He's been pretty quiet the last few weeks. He's been involved in some wrecks, dropping down some points. The 18, an early championship contender, trying to make quick usage and trying to get back up there in the championship fight, because it's very needed to have some good runs, especially if I mean, his closest other championship contender is Ian McDaniel in 17th. Everybody else below the top 20, especially with Marnell out of the race. There's McDaniel sitting in 17th position, who's looking pretty good. As caution has come out yet again, we've got another yellow, and it's a pileup on the front straightaway involving the 24 and the 30. And the 45 of Arwin Basic as well. So it's very interesting to see the yellow come out yet again. We're going to take a look at this replay. So the 52 bounces off the wall, turns to 24, holds the brakes, and then runs right into the 45. Ooh, and the 30. The 45 gets significant damage. The 24 has minor damage. We're going to see guys come down pit road this time. Scarborough, Alkeem, Harry Williams lead down pit road. As we watch the drivers get ready to come off pit road. 4 tires and fuel for everybody in their pit stalls. The 2 takes advantage of his first place pit stall and peels out in front of the field. But we'll be restarting. We have quite a few lap cars that will start in front of the field here. This is not going to bode well. It's going to be lap 41 of 125, and I can honestly expect a pretty quick caution coming soon. Scarborough. Harry Williams beat Umar Alkeem off of pit road. His green flag is back out. We're back underway. The 87 right on the tail of the 2 because of this lap traffic. As it is a mess in front of that Colin Scarborough machine. Already a caution comes out. The 0-0 goes spinning on the back straightaway, and the yellow comes out yet again. So that was pretty quick to see the yellow come out as Spencer Davis gets turned by, I believe, the 69 of Hayden Phillips. And the 32 of James Sharp, who was 5th. He comes down pit road yet again to get more service. Here's a look at the yellow. The 0-0 got sent up the track by the 54. The 69 came down on the 0-0, and that just turned them into the outside, or into the inside wall. The field has reset itself, and now we are back to the normal restarting positions on lap 47 of 125. Going to be an interesting restart here. Scarborough, Harry Williams, as I was mentioning, beat Umar Alkeem off of pit road. Alkeem will be in 3rd, Joshua Harrison 4th, and then the 44, Rory Sharp, is going to be in 5th. Out of turn number 4 they go for yet another restart. Green flag is back out. Underway here in Ridgeway, Virginia, into turn number 1. Goes the 2 and the 87 with the 24 in between them. As Scarborough, as per usual, holding on to the lead on the restart. The 224 of Rouge Sharp definitely not helping, as he is holding up Harry Williams, still struggling to get around him. Not able to going into turns 3 and 4. The 87 not using the bumper quite yet. He's getting bad runs out of the corners, so he's not able to dive down into them. On board with Henry Guo, who's moved his way into 6th place here. getting around Joshua Harrison, who felt like a rock on that last restart. And just listen to the engine roar going through the gears here at Martinsville Speedway. Not much shifting, honestly. You honestly stay in fourth gear if you are got your gear ratios tuned correctly. Lap 51 of 125. 44 just in front of the 6. He's going to try to make quick work of Rory Sharp to dive into the top 5 here. Not able to, doesn't get the run off the corner, not able to stick it coming out of there. And yet again, Henry Guo stays in 6th, but still working his way through the field. Here's the driver last on the lead lap. It's the one who was involved in the last caution. That's Spencer Davis. New paint scheme for this weekend and for the final 3 races, the T-Mobile machine, the 00. Looking quite sharp, but unfortunately quite beat up as well already after 53 laps. It's going to be quite impressive to see a driver without scratches on their car. So it's 37. He's got quite a few scratches on his car. Just try to hold on. The points leader, as Ian McDaniel has made his way up to 14th place. He's going to be gaining some spots on the 37. Here's the 2, diving his way underneath the 12 of Nelson Reeves, who gives the position up. Reeves also has a pretty clean car there. But unfortunately, the speed is not there for the 12 machine. As the 2 goes underneath the 00, nudges him out of the way, trying to make quick work of Spencer Davis. And he is just setting lap time after lap time. The fastest lap there for the 2 of Colin Scarborough. Quite literally dominating here today, leading 57 of 125 laps. Here's the 78 and the 44 of Tom Gill and Rory Sharp. Azo is 2, 3, 4. Harry Williams, Umar Al-Khaim, Tom Gill are 2nd through 4th, and then Rory Sharp there sitting in 5th. He's had a very solid day in that HRT Chevrolet, who lost the corner though going into turn number 1, and he's going to have Henry Guo right on him. Missed the corner entry. But the 78 misses corner entry as well, who was battling with 24 trying to get around him. It's the 86 of Umar Al-Khaim sitting in 3rd place in that Martini livery, taking over for Abel Nickerson, who left the team unceremoniously. Rumblings of Al-Khaim. Oh, caution comes out, and the 58 has a dent on his nose. I wonder if he is the cause of the caution. We're going to take a look and see what's happened to 58. So the 42 bounced off the wall, and then the 58 runs right into him, and that brings out the yellow here. Timothy Sharp, the cause of the caution. On board with the 32 in the helmet cam, he just avoids it all, gets away from it. As we're on lap 62, that was a pretty hefty green flag run. I mean, the longest one that we've had all day. Driver's going to be coming down pit road, getting 4 fresh tires and fuel by the looks of it. Colin Scarborough leads the pack down pit road. Off and away they go. The 2, 87, 86, they're going to be the first drivers off pit road. 4th place is the 44. 5th is the 78. So a little bit of a different one. A little bit of a different strategy, different exit or different positioning there for the drivers in fourth and fifth coming off pit road. But we will be restarting on lap 65 of 125. The 58 and the 97 have exited the race after that last caution. Colin Scarborough is going to lead us down into turn number 1. Green flag is back out. We're back underway here at Martinsville. Definitely heard those words a lot today as the 32 right in front of him. They're going to try to get around him to try to get this lapped car out of their way, because the 87 of Harry Williams is right on that back bumper of the Scarborough machine. Never mind, Scarborough gets a great run coming out of the corner as the 32 missed the exit, and he's going to have a huge gap run there. Here comes Henry Guo moving his way into 5th place. Coming out of turn number 4, the 44 is going to slide up the racetrack and lose some positions. Bounces off the wall, goes into the 18. Big contact there, no caution though. They were able to save it to these front drivers. Very aggressive, as Henry Guo has quite the damage on his car. He's been run into quite some bits. But we're going to be on board with the 78 of Tom Gill, who dives into the corner and gets around his teammate Umar Al-Kheem out of turn number 4. So teammates passing each other there. Here we're on lap 68 of 125. So Tom Gill now makes his way into the 3rd place position, the podium spot. He's going to try to make quick work, try to keep going, get up towards the 87 and the 2. As the 34 of Aaron Hunter came down pit road, on board with the 87, is trying to hunt down this Scarborough machine. He's feeling quite confident that he's able to do so. He's got a good long run car. He's able to track down this 2. The 2 is a very good short run car. Last time we'll see the HKS machine colors on the 87 this season and potentially for next season, as there's a new deal being negotiated to have a different sponsor on that 87 car. Looking from the back bumper of Colin Scarborough here on lap 72 of 125, here is Garrett Lamar sitting in 13th position with some damage. He's been involved in some cautions here today, has some damage on the rear and the sides of his cars. Just chilling, he says. He's pretty annoyed, but he's got Ian McDaniel right in front of him. The rivalry that was in Season 1 may start again in Season 2. He says he's pretty annoyed with that, quote, stupid pink BWT machine. As the 26 just in front of the 30 here at Martinsville. As the yellow comes out, the caution comes out, the 3 of Josh Moore has been turned on the back straightaway, and the yellow comes out once again here at Martinsville on lap 74 of 123, and bounces off the wall and nearly hits the 2 of... We're going to take a look at the replay here. He just bounces off the wall and then gets turned by the 24, and rightfully so by the 24. Just sends him around as he came down on the nose of him. So Josh Moore being involved in yet another caution here at Martinsville. We're going to have a restart on lap 80 of 125. Laps winding down here. We're already on lap 80. And especially with cautions breeding cautions, it's surely going to be interesting to see how these drivers play out. Scarborough, Harry Williams, Tom Gill, Umar Al-Kheem, and Henry Guo make up your top 5 here as we're heading back to the restart zone. Green flag is back out. Colin Scarborough, once again, you've heard this before, leading him down into turn number 1. As Harry Williams slides underneath the 3, we have drivers sliding out of the turn number 4. That was the 32, who was a lap down car. The 78 follows underneath the 3 car, as the 4 of Henry Guo has made his way into 4th place. Joshua Harrison making his way to 5th. Umar Al-Hakim falling to 6th. Rory Sharp falling his way to 9th. Nathan Stapleton sitting in 9th place there, now slips to 10th place. Having a pretty solid run here in his number 4 car. He's having pretty good runs throughout the end of the season. Here's Harry Williams in the 78. There's the 1. Some more damage on that machine there, as Ian McDaniels made his way up to 10th place, passing Nathan Stapleton. So the 26 has broken his way into the top 10. He's also having a very strong run, trying to get his way through the field. Gain some points on Alexander Rowe. He could have a strong chance for the win if he makes his way through the field quick enough. Here's the 86, Umar Al-Hakim, down to 7th place on the track, as Richard Fridge has passed him for the 6th place position. Al-Hakim has some very interesting plans for next season, one that you may not expect. Might be a cup ride, might be truck ride, you never know, but he says that he's got plans on the way soon, as I believe the caution is going to be coming out relatively soon. Yes, it is. Caution comes out, the 68 and the 3 yet again. Caution comes out for, and gets turned around, goes to 68. NCS officials not happy, as into the wall goes the 2, who locked up the brakes going into the corner, and that's very interesting. The leader, he's going to be able to keep his position, but Scarborough slides it into turn 1. So the 3 bounces off the wall, goes into the 78, and then hard into the wall goes to 3, and then the 68 tries to keep it going, gets around, and then bounces off the 12. And then the 2 just slides it, locks it up into the corner. Very uncharacteristic there by the Scarborough machine. But he's able to keep his position, of course, as we had been under yellow. So Boston Jones and Josh Moore have been parked from the race due to being the cause of too many cautions. They were deemed by NCS officials to not meet minimum speed and had created too many incidents to continue. Scarborough, Harry Williams, Tom Gill, Henry Guo, and Joshua Harrison make up your top 5s. We'll be restarting on lap 91 of 125. Green flag is back out. We're underway here at the one and only Martinsville Speedway. We've heard that before. Here comes Harry Williams underneath, looking to the inside. He got a great run. He got a great restart there. The 87 trying to go underneath the 2. Not going to do it. Lap 92 of 125. Harry Williams got a great start with the 2. This is a little bit of damage might be affecting Colin Scarborough, but the 87 is running strong. Off the wall goes Richard Fridge, as Umar Al-Hakim has made his way around him out of turn number 2. Hits the wall again, goes to 2, slides into 75. They're able to keep it going, as Richard Fridge has fallen down quite a few positions here. Scorecard still not updating, as now there it goes, falling down to 8th. Now to, as Dabo has made his way around. Here comes the 2 of Scarborough into turns 3 and 4. extended his gap to Harry Williams, who is patiently waiting there on lap 95 of 125. 30 laps to go at the one and only Martinsville Speedway. Scarborough has led every lap thus far, but Harry Williams is coming close. The all-time wins leader in the NCS racing history, sitting in second place as Scarborough tries to claim his second victory as a driver. Here's Alexander Rowe, the driver who has the most wins this season with 3. And also your points leader. He says, "I'm just doing my job." Dominic Anthony sitting on the top of the pit box. He is asking if he can do anything more. Rowe just says, "I'm just out there doing my job, doing what I can to try and get the win and to keep the points lead." Keeping the points lead would be integral for the 37 of Alexander Rowe. As the points stand right now, live points tracking, Ian McDaniel would be 13 points behind the leader, Alexander Rowe. You heard that, 13 points behind as he's sitting in 9th place. That is if the race ended right now, but we're on lap 99 of 125. Still plenty of race to go here at Martinsville. As Scarborough exits turn 4, we're on lap 100 of 125. Into the corner goes the 87, trying to make a move on the 2. We could see some spicy battles here depending on how the 2 works. He's been getting loose coming out of turns 3 and 4. Sliding up the racetrack goes the 2. Oh, misses corner exit. The 2 missed the corner exit and he didn't hit the wall, but the 87 is going to be right there. Harry Williams goes underneath the 2. They're going to be side by side going down the back straightaway. Harry Williams, Colin Scarborough, side by side for the lead here with 25 laps to go at Martinsville. Scarborough slides it out and he gives up the position. Harry Williams to the front here at Martinsville, and we have a new leader. 100 laps led by Colin Scarborough, but now Harry Williams is your new leader here at Martinsville Speedway. The all-time winningest leader. 2 wins on the season already. The 2 tries to be aggressive into the corner and slides it again. His tires certainly getting worn here, but nobody's got any plans for pit stops anytime soon because it is heating up on the track and the air is heating up again. We have gone to 78 degrees air temperature, a little bit higher than what we were at race start. It was 70 degrees. 104 of 125. Harry Williams has extended his gap and has lapped cars to get around, as we're going to have a little bit of a buffer between the 2. The 0-0 of Spencer Davis, who rightly stays out of the way. But Harry Williams now in front, your current leader here at Martinsville, working on, that's 15th place right there, Hayden Phillips. He's going to go around and lap him. Pretty beaten and banged car there for the 69, but you don't really need aerodynamics here at Martinsville. You just need a good motor and a fast car, and that's exactly what the 87 has. And a clean race, certainly. The 87 has definitely had a clean race. The 2, a little bit of a miscue there as he slid into the corner. Caution comes out though. 12, hard into the wall goes Nelson Reeves, and stuck on the wall goes the 12 car. We're going to take a look and see what happened here. It's the 18 of Joshua Harrison who just sends up around going out of turn number 4. So that's very intriguing to see. The 12 of Nelson Reeves exits the race due to his crash damages. We're going to see a restart on lap 112 of 125. This is going to be interesting, guys. Surely going to be a very good restart. I mean, I tell you what, you are not going to want to miss this. Harry Williams, Colin Scarborough, 1, 2, the 78 of Tom Gill, Henry Guo, and then Umar Al-Keen make up your top 5. It's going to go back racing here. Harry Williams. Can Scarborough have anything for Williams on this restart? Doesn't look like the 87 is going to dive down into turn number 1 with a solid 1 car length lead. The 2 gets a good start. He gets a good jump going into the corners, but Harry Williams got to the jump on the restart, and that is what puts the gap between them to not having any space to try and make a move into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway goes the 87 of Harry Williams. Laps ticking down for Scarborough and for Tom Gill, I would say, as Tom Gill could have an outside shot of winning this race, barring another late race caution. Down the back straightaway for the 87. The 18 of Joshua Harrison has slid his way into 4th place there. Basically the cause of the last caution, the spinner, has made his way to 4th place, passing Henry Guo. As we're on lap 115 of 125, coming to 10 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway. Harry Williams out in front, Scarborough, Gill, Harrison, Guo, your top 5. As Harry Williams has extended a 1-second gap, it floats it into the corner though, has a little bit of a wide exit, and caution comes out. Harry Williams got saved there as the caution comes out for a pileup on the front straightaway, the 00 with heavy damage, as well as the 20 of Richard Fridge getting spun. And the yellow comes out as Harry Williams, I would say, gets saved from that. The 44 bounces off the wall and spins to 20 here on the restart, and the 34 gets piled into by the 00. The 52 of Sam Francis gets turned into the wall. Really not many of that drivers that got involved in that incident. The yellow comes out. The 00 takes his car to the garage, as does the 52. Every other driver stays out. No pit stops this time, as we're going to be restarting. It's going to be lap 122 of 125. 4 laps to go for this restart. Anything can happen here at Martinsville Speedway. Anything can happen here. Guys, it's sure to be a very interesting one. You don't want to click away. You don't want to miss out. Because Harry Williams, Colin Scarborough, Tom Gill, Joshua Harrison, and Henry Guo are going to be your top 5. Coming back to the restart. Green flag back out. We're back underway. Harry Williams doesn't get the best of starts, but neither does Colin Scarborough. He slides it in the corner. Scarborough slides it in the middle of the corner, and here comes Tom Gill, who's going to go underneath the 2. Scarborough is going to lose the 2nd place position. The 78 is going to come to it. Scarborough now slips to 3rd as Tom Gill is going to try to work his way on his teammate. The 2 slides it in the corner yet again. Henry Guo bounces off the wall. Here comes Henry Guo, who's in the 4th place position. Going to try to work it into the 3rd place position. Get around Scarborough. He does. Scarborough losing spots fast and furious on that top lane. He needs to get down. He does. He doesn't. The 32 is going to get around him. That's a lapped car anyways, so he's going to try to hold it strong. Lamar has made his way into 5th place. Where did Lamar come from? Where did Ian McDaniel come from? He's in 7th. White flag here for Harry Williams at Martinsville. Out of turns 3 and 4, Harry Williams, the winningest driver in NCS history, is going to get another win and gets his 5th win in the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. His 3rd win on the season. And man, what a performance there by the 87 car, Harry Williams, who wins the Xfinity 500, the inaugural Xfinity 500 at Martinsville Speedway. That 87 car. Man, what a performance there by the 87. Who had quite the race here today. Quite the race, quite the performance, and a great day of racing. Michael Guthrie getting the truck win, and Harry Williams getting the cup win. Here's a look at our finishing results. Harry Williams, Tom Gill, Henry Guo, Colin Scarborough, Garrett Lamar, Ian McDaniel, Joshua Harrison, Jacob Dabo, Eris Yuko, Nathan Stapleton. That's your top 10 and the only 10 drivers to finish on the lead lap here today at Martinsville Speedway. You'll have that with short track racing, lots of drivers getting under the lap down. Rory Sharp, Michael Guthrie, Jerry Chen, those guys finished 12th and 13th after pitting early, one lap down. Mitchell Collins, Umar Al-Kheem, Nick Roten, Jimothy Sharp, Logan Williams, Hayden Phillips, Richard Fridge, and then Barney Thresher, Rue Sharp, Alexander Rowe finished 23rd, 4 laps down. James Sharp, 24th, 6 laps down. Aaron Hunter, Sam Francis finished out of the race. David Kreutz was 10 laps down. And then Spencer Davis, Nelson Reeves, Josh Moore, Boston Jones. Moore and Jones were obviously parked from the race. Jonah Burge, Keith Hughes, Arwin Basic, Axel Rocha, Christopher Monell, Abby Lane, Sean McKean, Christian Vargas, and Greg Rowland round out the 40 drivers who were in today's race. Of course, Marnell, with the transmission issue, retiring from the race after the second caution period. It's going to be quite interesting to see the points battle. I said Ian McDaniel would have been 13 points behind to 34 if he finished in ninth. Well, he made his way up to 6, so I believe this points gap is going to be tighter than expected. Let's take a look at it here. Alexander Rowe, 676 points. Ian McDaniel, 666 points. Christopher Murnell, 634 points. Those are the 3 drivers who are above the cut line here, as they need to be within 50 points of Alexander Rowe to try to have a shot at the title. Sam Francis, Harry Williams tied for 4th. Scarborough moves his way to 6th. Lamar 7th. Joshua Harrison 8th. Richard Fridge 9th. Michael Guthrie 10th. Nick Roten 11th. And Eris Yuko 12th. Those are the 12 drivers who still have a shot at the title. Everybody else has been mathematically eliminated from the Season 2 championship. As we scroll on through the rest of the point standings, you can just see all the drivers that have been eliminated. Disappointing seasons from McKean and Henry Guo, who were looking promising to start the season. They were hoping that DAF would be a dream team, but the only driver for DAF that has been a championship contender has been Alexander Rowe. Not a surprise, but certainly a shock for Rowe to be the only driver still in contention, and of course, with 2 races remaining. Next week is going to be a very interesting one. It's going to be another short track. We're going to head to Myrtle Beach Speedway. Surely to be a very fun one at the D Oval in Conway, South Carolina. And of course, the week after that, it's championship week at Homestead. 2 races to go in the NCS SimRacing Challenge season, as well as the NCS Truck Division. We're going to be racing at Myrtle Beach and Homestead for both series. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be a very tight points battle. Surely to be a very awesome and epic race. We'll see you guys all there for the next race of the NCS SimRacing Challenge.